Deep in the forest, in an underground cave, is the world of trolls.
It is time once again for the final hijinks of the year's Prankapalooza.
Who all misbehave.
Ow!
A prank a day keeps boredom away.
Whoa!
Why am I the only one?
Until one troll says it's time for a change.
What's you troll?
That's right, we're back, and the Festival of Terrible Animation continues because we watched Trollland, another animated film from the Asylum, also known as Trolls with a Z in some places, starring Dick Van Dyke, Jerry O'Connell, T-Boz from TLC, and it's it's not as bad as Izzy's Way Home. In Izzy's Way Home, all the lips matched up with the basic part of animation where you make the mouth match what's being said. That never happens in Trollland. Sometimes people are speaking and their lips aren't even moving.
I'll be honest, I had to think about it after you messed up my notebook.
But you're helping us anyway?
I was mad about what you did, but even you guys don't deserve this. I figured that if Fenn was cool, you probably could be too.
But that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg with it. There's also, again, that awful no sense of physics. Nothing seems to be moving correctly. And it's about a boy who befriends a troll at a summer camp. Yeah, I've never seen the Trolls, the DreamWorks Trolls movies either. You know, sometimes we do watch, good animated films. We actually spent, I think, most of the summer watching like a lot of classic animated movies. We don't just watch garbage. But we'd never watched the DreamWorks Trolls movies. I assume that they're light years better than Trollland. Dick Van Dyke is such a famous legend, and he was in a lot of really. He was in Mary Poppins, and I don't know why maybe he has done voices in animated movies I haven't seen in the past 20 or 30 years, but he's like the main voice in Trollland, and he sounds drunk for the whole thing. He sounds not sober.
I'm sorry, too. I pranked you into that pond when you were a little boy. You've been my personal favorite ever since. Remember the trout at the bottom of your sleeping bag?
That was you?
There's lots and center.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the whole thing is an animation error. I mean, it's easier to pick out when the animation goes right. And like Izzy's Way Home, as I was saying, it's the same complete lack of awareness of physics and the third dimension and how any of this works. Some of the backgrounds looked okay, but just kind of unbelievable. There are definitely like knockoff animated movies that are so much better than this.
There's one thing. If a picture of Queen Elizabeth, that's not even
Yeah, but they do that all the time in like SpongeBob and other cartoons where they'll show like an actual photograph of something. But it is kind of weird in such an artless, ugly movie. They just throw up like an actual photograph of the Queen of England. There are a couple jokes in Trollland that I kind of chuckled at, and I think that the performances like by Jerry O'Connell and Ja Rule is like the main troll, and Ja Rule is the like troll who befriends the kid. I mean, to me, maybe I almost felt like I could shut my eyes and this would work as a radio drama or radio story or something.
there's a fish takes at the head for fish is Isabel. from its way.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Well, that's nice. Doing a little, that's like a hidden Mickey type of thing.
And what's with Bigfoot?
Yeah. Spoiler alert: Bigfoot shows up at the end of this movie. Actually, one of the funnier. I mean, it's a funny idea, I guess, or it's kind of a cute little thing at the end. But Bigfoot is also animated, just as terrible as everything else. It doesn't. What looks a little bit more like a chimpanzee, but you know it's supposed to be Bigfoot, and that's kind of funny. And I guess it's funny to see Bigfoot animated in this awful style. Really, it's hard to convey, you know, when you see these asylum animated movies. It's really, they have a unique awfulness of the way everybody moves. And it's crazy that this movie came out in 2016. You look at it and you think like, oh, this is probably one of the early experiments in 3D animation from like 1982. No, it came out in 2016. They had already done several Toy Story. You know how great Toy Story looks? That's not happening here. What rating would you give Trollland, Jay? Let me guess, you'll think about it. Yeah. What did you love about Trollland? How no character looks like they're actually holding what they're supposed to be holding, or the way everyone is kind of like bobbing and weaving even when they're supposed to be standing still, or is it how drunk Dick Van Dyke sounds? If you know what Dick Van Dyke was drinking when he recorded all of his lines for this, please let us know.
Olaf didn't get his knighthood, but he did get something better. Closure. And against all odds, Olaf and I became good friends.
A rough one, Jay, but as always, a thrill to be Siskel to your Ebert. Come here. This is one thing you never saw Siskel and Ebert do. They never gave each other a hug. Adios, folks.
Oh.